Hello and welcome to Fabscaped, vector drawing for digital fabrication. My name is Jemuel Stephenson and I am with Fab Labs for America, and this video marks the first in a course of videos on vector drawing for digital fabrication. The purpose of this course is to teach the use of the fundamental tools of vector drawing software and how those tools can be used to design and create 2D vector drawings that can be made into physical, 3D, and 2D objects. So basically, how do I design this nice shape right here that can actually be fabricated on a computer numerically controlled machine or CNC machine like a laser cutter or a router or some other CNC machine that can actually be made into some object like this hammer right here? How do I design this shape? Well, we'll be learning this kind of stuff in this course. Who might find these videos useful? Well, first of all, people in the Fab Lab community should find these videos useful. If you're looking for training for your fabbers in the lab and you're wanting to know how this software works and how to design using software like this, these videos are definitely for you. Looking for professional development in this kind of stuff, these videos will definitely be helpful to you. If you're part of a makerspace or you own CNC equipment and you're looking for ways to design things to cut out on your CNC equipment, or if you're a designer or just anybody who wants to learn, all welcome to watch these videos and be enlightened. What kind of things will we cover on these videos? Well, we're going to really talk about the basics, thinking fab. How do I think about a table as not just a table, but as, the rectangles that make it up, and how do I put that on a sheet of paper or on this digital canvas right here and actually start to design it so I can actually recreate it in another form. How do I do that? We'll talk about shape building. We'll talk about building complex shapes. How do I build a shape like this or like this? How do I do all that kind of stuff and make it precise? How do I know all the sizes? How do I, you know, make an iPhone case that has, the hole cut out directly over the iPhone thing? How do I do that? Right over the Apple sign. How do I design something on this software that allows me to do that? Um, we'll be talking about text. I don't really have any text examples right here except for the text you're watching. But we'll talk about text. How do I utilize text? How do I, design my own logos? How do I do all that kind of stuff? We'll talk about all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about press fit objects. This is huge in fab communities, designing things that fit together without the use of glue and stuff like that. How do we design something like this airplane that's all cut out and that can all fit together properly? Um, we'll talk about building 3D objects from 2D pieces. We'll talk about, being able to recognize pieces and how they would fit together if it was in 3D and how to actually visualize that on a 2D surface. Um, we'll talk about basic circuitry like the circuitry you might see in here or something like that. I'm not going to go into deep, you know, uh, um, deep circuitry. We're not going to talk about a whole lot about that. But I'm going to show you guys how you can design some circuit boards and on the software. And of course, we'll talk about a whole lot of projects, and we'll be doing projects and projects and projects just so you can get the hang of it. And through the making of multiple projects, there'll be all kinds of little, little tricks that I'll have up my sleeve that I'll be able to show you guys. What kind of software should you use if you're going to follow this course and going to involve yourself in this course? Well, definitely vector drawing software. Um, you can download Inkscape. This is the software I'm using. If you don't have any other software downloaded that if you're just starting from fresh, I would almost recommend Inkscape for beginners especially. Um, This is the software I'll be using, and it's pretty powerful. It's free. You can download it on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And all the stuff that you see up here is all designed using Inkscape. Um, but it's pretty powerful, so you don't have to be afraid that you won't be able to do things, because all the stuff that I'm going to be doing is going to be on Inkscape. Um, Illustrator, if you have Illustrator, if you're comfortable with Illustrator or another vector software, you can go ahead and use it. Just remember that some things will be a little bit different because of the layout and the naming of certain functions. It probably be slightly different, but it should be this virtually the same because it's vector drawing, and that's what I'll be teaching is the vector drawing part. This is the most important part, regardless of what software you're actually using. I'll actually try to make an Illustrator tutorial in the coming weeks and months, so stay tuned for that. Um, if you have a CNC machine, like if you're at the Fab Lab or at a space where you have access to some sort of CNC machine and you want to actually start making these things as I'm teaching, as you're learning, go ahead and do it. However, if you don't have a CNC machine, there is no need for you to go and purchase one right now. They are pretty expensive, but definitely, I mean, hey, if you want to go ahead and get yourself a Fab Lab or get yourself something, absolutely go ahead and do it. But CNC machine, it's not required; it's optional for this course. I won't be using it a whole lot during the course. Um, we'll see how much stuff I can, actually cut out myself, and actually maybe post pictures and videos of the stuff that we've actually made and show you guys it. However, as I'm saying, CNC machine isn't really required. All right, concludes the introduction to this course. I hope to see you in the coming videos. I can't wait um, until I can really start cranking out these videos and you guys can start learning how to do this stuff. Alrighty, I'll see you guys in the next video.